So when we're multiplying two polynomials, what we need to do is we need to multiply each term of one polynomial by each term of the other polynomial and combine like terms. But what does that even mean? Well, it's kind of like double distribution. You may have heard the term FOIL. So let's look at a simpler example. So if I am multiplying polynomials, we're going to use the FOIL method. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. So what you want to do is you want to multiply the first terms and the last term. So basically on this first term here, right, I distributed that x. Then I want to multiply the second term of my binomial. I'm going to distribute it. So I'm multiplying the terms that are on the inside and then the terms that are last. Let me do an example. If I have x plus 3 times x plus 5, gosh, I hope this is an example I already have in here. First thing I'm going to do is distribute this x. I'm going to multiply the first, get x squared, last, to get 5x. The inners, sorry, these were the outers. The inners and the last. This method makes sure that I've multiplied each term of this first binomial by each term of this second binomial. Now I combine my terms to get x squared plus 8x plus 15. Let's do a whole bunch of examples, shall we? So if I have x cubed plus 3x plus 3 times x plus 2, I'm going to distribute my x's. So first, outer, inner, last. That was first, which was my x times x, my outer, which was my 2 times x, my inner, which was 3 times x, and my last, which was 6. If you want to, you can label them like first, outer, inner, last. That's totally cool too. Now we combine like terms. 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 6. Let's try this again. First, negative 3x times 2x gives me negative 6x squared. Negative 3x times a negative 4 gives me a positive 12x. 7 times 2x gives me a positive 14x. And 7 times negative 4 gives me a negative 28. So I have negative 6x squared plus 26x minus 28. For example 3, remember when I square something, I want to multiply that thing by itself twice. So I'm not going to distribute that square. That's the number one mistake students make, so pay attention to this example. It's not distributing the square, it's taking 4x minus 3 times 4x minus 3. We're squaring this, what's inside. So now we FOIL. 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 4x times a negative 3 is a negative 12x. Negative 3 times 4x is a negative 12x. And negative 3 times negative 3 is a positive 9, because two negatives make a positive. I've got 16x squared minus 24x plus 9 is our final answer. In example 4, you'll see that these are something which we're going to learn about later. They're called conjugates. If I have x plus 2 and x minus 2, those are conjugates, and you're going to see something special happen. So let's take a look. X times x is x squared. X times a negative 2 is a negative 2x. 2 times x is a positive 2x. And 2 times negative 2 is a negative 4. You'll see that when I combine like terms, my middle terms cancel out because their coefficients are additive opposites. So I'm left with x squared minus 4 is my final answer. And that's going to happen whenever we have conjugates. All right, let's go through some trinomial examples. This is like an extended FOIL. You have to make sure you multiply the first term by everything in the trinomial and the second term by everything in the trinomial. So let me clear my markings and we'll work through this together.